In olden times, most of the world sported rags and longed for regal robes. I suppose it might surprise us to know that most of the human race still sports rags and probably still longs for regal robes, or for the relative status and luxury that our clothes represent. Scripture and hagiography speak out about our finest clothes as raiment and adornment for the person. They are speaking metaphorically, of course. What they mean is the virtues with which the just man is adorned in the sight of God. In this sense, rags might hide a man clothed with justice and grace, and regal robes, they only cover up the wickedness of heart. Today we celebrate the feast of Christ the King. Each reading makes a point about this King and the kind of kingdom he rules. They have simple suggestions about the kind of clothes with which this king and his subjects are adorned. They are the clothes of God. The first reading describes God's kingdom as a gathering of sheep tended by a loving shepherd. The shepherd will search out the strays, rescue the trapped, eliminate the dangers, cure the injured, and make all be at rest. The kingdom and all its inhabitants are at rest. A biblical phrase which means living in the inner peace and providence of God. Hence, peace clothes the kingdom and all in it. The second reading gives the assurance that the shepherd of this kingdom has empowered peace and love and justice to be active in the kingdom to his death. Even now, this power is at work, destroying every enemy of God and man. It is the Spirit of God released to Jesus and his disciples. They labor with both confidence and certainty that all the powers opposing man will be destroyed, even the last enemy of man, death. Clothed with the robes of the kingdom, love, peace, and justice, they will eliminate all vice from the earth. How do we know that we are the kingdom, that we are in the discipleship of love, peace, and justice? and that we are transforming the earth even now, when so little seems to vindicate our claim. The answer is given in the gospel. Here the sheep are those who are clothed with the virtues of justice and charity. They wear rich virtues as men wear rich clothes. These virtues are this kingly robe of the kingdom is called the special gospel, the social gospel. It is also called the messianic gospel of the prophet Isaiah. It is also called the law of love. You and I met it long ago in our catechisms as the corporal works of mercy. Remember to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to give drink to the thirsty, to welcome the stranger, to comfort the sick, and to visit all in bondage. It's all summed up as concerned and effective outreach to Christ and to those in need among us. Today we hail Christ our King. We will process to the altar, singing ourselves as a kingly people. How are we dressed in our hearts and soul? Is it with the clothes of God? Is it with the robes of love, peace, and justice? Is it with the cloak of Isaiah's concern and the raiment of a good shepherd before the many-sided poverty of Christ in the world?